Now, this is the big question now. What exactly do you do with 15,000, all right? And that's what I'm going to talk with you here. And 15,000, that 15,000 Kenyan shillings equivalent to like $100 right now. So say that is the money that you have in your pocket, or maybe let's say in your savings, and you would like to do something. I mean, after all, you love what I do here. I mean, when I post videos about investment businesses and what have you, and you're like, okay, fine, I do not have that humongous amount of money, but I got $100 somewhere. So what exactly can I do with that money? That's what we're going to talk about. But before I even say anything, this is what I should tell you. See, what to do with 15,000 is defined by what you want with 15,000. I repeat, what you want to do or what to do with 15,000 is defined by what you want from the 15,000. Number two, again, what is 15,000 capable of doing? All right. And number four, what do you want right now? Is it short term, long term, or medium goal? Let me just put it on the paper, right? This is how I'm saying. Say you have 15,000 out there, 15,000, or should I just call it $100? You see, nowadays I'm including this $100 for the sake of the international people who are watching me. We have people from Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe, what, all over the world, okay? Sometimes they may not relate with how much is 15,000. So that's why I'm including this $100, my fellow Kenyans, okay? Now the point is this is what you have as your budget. Now, what to do with it is defined by what you want with it. What you want, okay, with it, okay? Now, what you want with it, probably that may mean that what you would want with it. And now we go to the point of the capability of what 15K can do, right? What 15K can do, or should I say the capacity of 15K? See, now that's the time you come with the reality. For example, what you want with it may differ from what it can do. For example, say you want to go ahead and start a big business with 15,000. Obviously, it can't work. That's maybe what you want. But again, what can it do? And again, the other thing is this: when do you want? When do you want it? When do you want it? Okay? When do you want it? Now, see, when you have all those questions, and again, the current situation is a very vital question to answer. The current situation. Okay? The current situation here means, now here you are, we may have three different people who have this 15,000. We may have a person A with the 15,000, and this person A does not have any other money, and they're looking forward into investing this small amount of money for the sake of them at the evening to get something for the sake of them paying the bills. All right? So that is an individual who really needs what? Cash flow. That's an individual who needs cash flow, okay? Then we may have another individual be like, okay, fine, this 15,000 of mine, I don't really look forward into. It is not my rent, it is not my food, it is not my transport, it's not my nothing. It's just a money that I have and I don't want to stay idle. Now, the point is this, now you ask themselves, do you have the availability of time? Okay, now if you have the availability of time, we can talk of you starting a business. Again, before even say you can start a business, now who are you? Who are you in the sense that, okay, how much risk can you accommodate? Because in businesses, they have high risks and also they have what? High returns. That is exactly you ask yourself. Now, the point is this, if you do have the time, for example, we've talked about the person A. The person A, obviously, you cannot sell the idea of investments. You cannot sell the ideas of bills and bonds. Obviously, you cannot be able to invest on bonds or this amount of money or bills. Shares, yes, you can. But the point is this, if you invest on shares, will you be able to get something at the evening? No, you cannot. Okay? Now, at that particular point, we say, at this individual, the only thing that is inclined to are businesses. Okay? You can be able to start a business. Now, the point is this individual, before we qualify that they can start a business, the first question will be this, okay? Now, what business would you like to start with this amount of money? Okay, and then we shed the reality. See, this one cannot be able to start that business. We can do this and this and the other. The other point is this: do you have time? Do you have time? Because in business, you need to have time. Yes, if the question is yes, you have time, and I'm talking to you, if you have the time with you and you have the 15,000 and you need something at the evening, then you have the time, then therefore you can go ahead and do what? Start a business. But before we do that, we ask you another question, and this is what I'm asking you. Now, what is your risk appetite? Risk appetite. Okay, risk appetite, like how much, okay, are you kind of an individual who is always, we call them risk aversive or risk averted or something, like these individuals who are sort of quote unquote paranoid, like they don't want to risk their money and all those kind of things. So that is not really an appetite. That's not really an individual who you would advise to go to the businesses. That's an individual who you'll tell them to think of a different thing as far as the investments are concerned. Okay, now if you do have the time, you have the 15,000, you have the time, you want some cash at the evening, and again you do have what we call the risk appetite, and again then you can be able to go ahead and invite them to go and start a business. Now we have a person B here. The person B, if you are the one here, see this person B, again, I said this is not the money that they want to pay rent with. This is not the money that they go ahead and do what we call like transport. No, that is not a money that is actually there. You can say, hey, this is a money that is running my recurrent expenditure. So it's a money that I'm saved, or I've saved, or I can save each and every month. Depends. Now you can say, hey, do you want to start a business? They'd be like, yeah, I want to start a business, but obviously not now. Okay, fine. Now, what do we do with this amount of money? Do we go put it in a bank somewhere? Well, not really. And if we must, then unless we do put it in a what? In a fixed account which is earning it as an interest. An interest, well, I know fixed account, most of the fixed account does not place you above the inflation. May not be the best deal, but we have some people who never feel comfortable investing their money. There are people who feel comfortable putting their money in a bank. And I would say if it's so, then put it in a fixed account. All right. Now, or maybe let's say if you get the good understandings as far as the investments are concerned, you can get yourself into a variety of investments. You can get into a MMF, you can get into a shares. This amount of money can buy you a good amount of shares, by the way, if you ask me. And you can as well get this money into an index fund. You can not really index fund, but you can get yourself into something like rates or something of sort, and you can be able to do something as far as the investments are concerned. Okay, now the other thing about this amount of money that you can be able to do, before I even continue, come on, you won't be watching me and you have not subscribed. Come on, take that 1 second, does not cost you anything. Down below there is a small button written subscribe. Hit that magical button, and also like this video. Comment down below, tell me what you think, and do you have the 15,000 with you, and what exactly are you doing with it? Remember one thing, I want to make this channel an interactive one where we help each other as far as the factors of finances are concerned. We hear and talk, and I subscribe to the understanding, just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. So make sure that you subscribe so you become a member of this family. Okay, now let's go to the next point. Okay, now I was saying, so if you are an individual who has all those factors included, then you can be able to go and do the investment. Then we can have a person C. This person C, or the third person, this is an individual who can access that money frequently. Yeah, right now you may have it. They have chances of getting it again. It can be either monthly, weekly, or even daily. People are of different capacities. Now, you ask yourself, okay, fine, is this 15,000 that you have right now, or this $100 that you have right now, is it the money that you can say, hey, it is the money that, yeah, I do have it, and I also have the potential of having it again and again and again at this frequency. So if you can get this amount of money at this frequency, it's okay, that's amazing, but that's not the goal. The goal is, okay, fine, what do you want? All right, because yeah, you may have the capacity to save this amount of money, say per month, say per day, per week, per whatever, per fortnight or something. But now the point is this, what is the ultimate goal? Maybe the ultimate goal is to start a business. Maybe the ultimate goal is to buy an asset. Maybe the ultimate goal is to do 1, 2, 3. So what is the ultimate goal? So if the ultimate goal says, hey, I need myself $1 million bob in an X period of time, all right, then we run this 15,000 against at the rate at which is being generated, against that goal that we have and the time that goal you want to achieve it. And then we see the actuality and the real on the ground. We see, hey, your capacity to save 15,000, that is a month. If you do so per year, that's 150,000. If you do so in 10 months, that's 150,000 per year. That would be 180,000. And then you're looking forward into getting $1 million bob, say in 3 years or 4 years. Are you able really to get that amount of money? But what if we do this? Instead of that, if you want to get it in 4 years' time, how about you get into an investment which gives you the compounding effect? There is a video that I made here, and I talked about you investing in that compound thing, and I was talking about a period of 10 years and investing only 5,000. That's the time you realize you're $1 million bob. Okay, so if you are investing things, definitely will go like less or something, goes like 4 point something years or 5 years around there, you get that $1 million bob. So if that's the target, then you put that money out there. And again, I stand corrected. It's not a must that you put that money into an investment that way for you to achieve that specific goal. Yeah, sure, you may get the $1 million bob, but you've taken a little bit of time. Sometimes I usually feel like, I don't know, because I'm a little bit of risk, of kind of a risky person. I feel like, hey, if I get a certain amount of money, like 200 or 300,000, I feel like I can get that money, put in a business, get myself into a little bit of a risky or dicey situation so that at least I can grow myself to the next level. But again, here, what you get or what you take is something that you have done what we call the calculated risks. Right. Now, this is what I'm going to leave you with on this particular point. Just because people are doing this with 15,000 and you have the 15,000 and you have the capacity to do that, does not mean you're supposed to do that. Never forget this. Never invest on something that you do not understand. You're investing on it on the basis of people are investing on it and you do not understand. The other thing that makes you invest on that thing is because you have something called the fear of missing out. You're like, hey, guess what? I'm going to miss out. I'm going to do what? Do not invest in such an occasion or such areas on the basis of you going to miss out there. Invest after you've understood what it is, what are their returns, what are their terms and conditions, so that at least you can be able to grow yourself to the next level. So this is my parting shot. So if you have the 15,000 and you need the daily income, then you go to the business route. If you have the 15,000, it's not really that money that you want to have the daily income. Each and every day you incline yourself towards an investment. And if you have the capacity to generate this amount of money frequently in a certain period of time, then you can go ahead and get that amount of money and invest it somewhere whereby compounding interest can actually take you to a point whereby you raise a substantive amount of money. Then in future you can diverse. Either you can go the business way or you can go further into the investment. That is exactly how you do it. The thing here is this: I just wanted to share this amount of money or this amount of this idea just to show you, hey, guess what? You don't need or sort of wait until you get like a huge amount of money for you to get into an investment. Learn and try to practice yourself with that amount of money, as small as it is. Practice it here and there so that you see which kind of an individual are you. Can you be able to accommodate the situations and such kind of things, so that by the time a good amount of money shows up, we usually call it the windfall, then you can say, hey, guess what? I'm in a situation whereby I can be able to earn something good. All right, guys. Anyway, guys, don't forget this. On 10th of March, okay, 2024, I'll be having a one-on-one session whereby we'll be talking about investment, whereby we'll go through a video call like where you talk with me one-on-one. We discuss about investments. We're going to talk an array of things. We're going to talk about treasury bills, treasury bonds, money market fund, rates, index funds. We're going to talk about circles. We're going to talk about shares. We're going to talk about businesses, financial management, all those kind of things. We're going to discuss them. All right. So if you want to be part of that, it goes for 2 days, the 10th and 11th. If you want to be part of that specific thing, it is only 2,500 Kenyan shillings. That's like, that's less than $20. By the way, it's like $19 or $18 around there. That goes for 2 days, and then we talk about all things to do with financial management as far as investments are concerned. So if you want to be part of it, my number is always on the description of this specific video. Get that contact, give me a call, and then we arrange on how we're gonna offer or we're gonna have that discussion. It's a group of people. Why don't you come and meet others who are on the same journey as you as far as the investments are concerned? That's how we grow each other. For now, it's a goodbye and see you in the next one.